Okay, welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston. Well, you see, I've changed. I put on my Christmas sweater and my Christmas scarf because I have Brad Moranz on here who's going to tell us about 26 years of celebrating Christmas here in the Low Country. Brad, welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you, Randolph. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
26 years, Brad?
Yes, back then I had hair. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, so tell us what are we expecting this year?
Well, you can expect an amazing show. No thanks to me, I don't mean that, but my wife and I, we have the good sense to hire really talented people. Yes. And they come from all over the United States and several of them from right here in Charleston as well. And together, everybody just does what they do best. And it's amazing. Great singers, musicians, dancers, and the music. Well, the selection of music is kind of crazy. It's all over the place. We always say, Randolph, if you don't like this song for some reason, wait 3 minutes, you're going to like the next one.
Brad, tell us, how did you get started with this 26 years ago?
Wow. Okay. 26 years ago, my wife and I were hired. Calvin Gilmore, who has a theater in Myrtle Beach, and he hired Jenny and I to come in and to be in it. And so we did. And after we got into rehearsal, Calvin said, I need a little help with this number. You guys have any ideas what to do? And we ended up choreographing and helping him. Well, before long, we had done most of the show. And then Calvin said, you know what? You guys know what you're doing. Why don't you just put the whole thing together? And so we were suddenly put in charge of the show. Then the show closed about 2.5 years later. And we were here in Charleston going, we don't want to go anywhere. And so Jenny and I just made the decision, we're going to stay here. We're not only going to create the show and direct it and choreograph it and costume it and everything else. We went, let's produce it, which means put our money where our mouth is.
Yes.
So we started doing everything. And that's what we've been doing for 26 years.
Okay, so now tell us about the show that's coming up, some of the entertainers and what we can expect.
Okay, so the entertainers, like I said, they come from everywhere. And in terms of what you can expect, I would be naming a bunch of names you wouldn't necessarily know, but I can say that they are on par with, like Matthew Billman, who's coming in from New York. He sounds so much like Josh Groban. If you closed your eyes, you couldn't tell them apart. That's how amazing he is. Damon McToy is this fabulous singer. He's going to be doing a John Legend song that Carrie Underwood did with him. And it's just amazing. I don't even know any other way to say it. Our musical director, Demetrius Doctor, who a lot of people around Charleston.
Yes.
Demetrius, I just love listening to him play. And he's going to be doing a piano feature of all the classic Christmas hymns, Hark the Herald and Joy to the World, Angels We Have Heard on High. That's just amazing. Michael Miner is a singing ventriloquist. So it's kind of a lost art form, but he's got it down. And so you'll see him. There's so many things. I didn't even know where to begin. Well, I did begin, but I don't know where to end.
And so all of this will take place when?
It all takes place from December 16 through December 22nd at the Charleston Music Hall. And if anybody's interested in tickets, the best way to do it is just go to our website, which is charlestonchristmasspecial.com. And that'll show you, it'll lead you to either Ticketmaster or lead you to the phone number or lead you to the box office information. But that's a good way to start. Or just to call you, Randolph, and you just send them to me.
Oh, Brad, it just sounds like this is just a wonderful event that you all have been doing and you enjoy doing it.
I love doing it. And we're so grateful. Jenny and I, we pinch ourselves every year. About 10,000 people see the show every year. Now, last year, of course, was different. Last year was COVID, and everything was socially distanced, and we had much fewer people were able to come to the show. but a lot of people come every year, and they're all like family to us. So, but we always like our family to get bigger. So
now it's the Charleston Christmas special, but we will hear more than just Christmas music.
Well, no, every single, that's funny you say that, because every now and then we will slide something in there that is not a Christmas song. But even if we do that, we couch it in a Christmas setting. We give it a reason to be there. And that would make sense to you if you saw it. But for the most part, it's all Christmas music. Yeah.
And how many shows are we talking about?
We are going to do 8 performances. We have 3 matinees and 5 evening shows to choose from. So there are plenty of opportunities to see the show. And for those people that have never been in the Charleston Music Hall, it's an incredible venue itself, because every seat in a relatively small theater, it only seats 900 or so, every seat is good. Doesn't matter where you are. Sightlines are wonderful.
Okay, so what do you want the public to walk away with?
Oh, every show, the cast gets together before the show, without exception, and we meet on the side of the stage, and we hold hands and we pray. And our prayer is always the same one, that the audience leaves feeling better than they did when they came in, feeling uplifted, and feeling their spirits soar. That's all we want. That's it.
Is there any time in the show that the audience participates, or that's?
Normally, yes. However, because we're still living in a COVID world,
Yes.
we're not going to bring the audience up on stage and attempt to terrorize them. And we're not going to walk into the audience and frighten them by proximity. So this time, at least this year, we're going to keep our distance and stay on stage. But normally, Randolph, we love to bring the audience up on stage. It's so much fun. So, but not this time.
Well, do me a favor and tell us dates and times and whatever else you want to share.
All right. So again, dates are December 16 to 22. There are shows, matinee shows on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday and Saturdays at 2:00, Sundays at 3:00. There are evening shows on Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 7:00. And there's a kids free night. So on Wednesday, December 22nd, kids 12 years old and under are free if they, with the paying adult. So it's 1 for 1. Buy one, get one free. And again, to get tickets, it's best to just go to charlestonchristmasspecial.com, and that'll help you.
So you're telling me that the entire family is invited?
Well, since I consider the whole world my family, yes, my whole family is invited, everybody. And but yes, it's the kind of show. Well, frankly, Jenny and I grew up in the television generation of the 1960s, and so we believe in entertainment that it is for the kids, it is for the grandparents, it is for everyone. So it is a very family-friendly show. So yes, the whole family.
Well, Brad Moranz, Bounce Around Charleston, says, thank you for being on here today, sharing with us about the Charleston Christmas special, and I will be there to check it out.
Randall, thank you so much for having me. You have a Merry Christmas.
You do the same. All right, viewers, you heard it right here on Bounce Around Charleston, the Charleston Christmas special. Brad Moranz wants to see you there. Okay, we'll be right back after this break.